How expensive was it to appeal a Roman court decision? Imagine living in a time when justice was not just about right and wrong but also about social standing and political influence. In ancient Rome, appealing a court decision was not a simple matter of paying a fee or filing a form. Instead, it was a process that involved social connections, reputation, and a lot of time. The Roman justice system did not have a uniform way to appeal like modern courts do. Instead, people would refer their case to a higher authority, such as a magistrate or a judge, called a judex. This process was called appellatio, which meant applying for a review of the decision. But not all decisions could be appealed. For example, decisions made by the quaestio perpetua, which were permanent jury courts handling crimes like extortion or corruption, often could not be challenged through appeal. Now you might think appealing a case would cost a lot of money, but in Rome, it was not mainly about paying fees. Instead, the costs were more about the time, effort, and social reputation involved. Advocates or lawyers did not usually charge money directly. Instead, they worked through social bonds and patronage. If they won a case, they might receive gifts, legacies, or other favors from their clients. So the real expense was in gathering evidence, finding witnesses, and securing the right connections to get the case heard again. Appealing a decision could take weeks or even months, depending on how complicated the case was. It often meant going back to the same courts or higher officials, which could involve traveling and additional legal steps. Because there was no formal appeal process like today, many people relied on social influence and political connections to push their case forward. This made the process more about reputation and relationships than about money. In essence, appealing in ancient Rome was not a matter of paying a fee but a costly social and time-consuming effort. It required patience, strategic social moves, and a good understanding of Roman politics. The expense was in the resources needed to navigate the complex web of Roman law and influence, rather than in paying court costs. So, while it might seem cheap or free on paper, the real price was paid in effort and social capital.